Hi, sixth grade. I'm going to go over today's lesson. We're talking about phase changes. This is in our second unit. That's my dog stretching. This is our second unit. Unit 2 is all about water and why it's important. So today we're talking about phase changes. You're first going to open the notes. Now, you can either do your notes in here, it'll open your own copy, and you can type in here by adding a text box. Or you can draw this out on a separate sheet of paper. So let's begin our lesson. We're going to do an airplane lab debrief. We're going to introduce water, do the notes, and then we're going to model phase changes using PhET. So first of all, we're going to go into breakout rooms. You're going to share your result of the airplane lab, which plane went the greatest distance for you, what went well in the lab, what challenges did you occur, and what did you learn about the scientific method. After this, we're going to come back to the main room and share. The second thing we're going to do in class is an introduction. What do you know about water? What you're going to do is type your answer into this Jamboard. Jamboard is a really cool tool that we can use to collaborate together. So this is what your classmates are going to see. Each breakout room is going to go into their page. So say I'm group 3, you can click the sticky note and you can type what you know about water. When you press save, it will show up here and the whole class can see it. Pretty cool. All right, the third thing we're gonna do is what we know about water. We're gonna talk about what we already know and what we're gonna learn. This week, the whole unit is going to be 1 week, and we're going to do this Mondays, phase changes. Tuesdays, we're going to talk about properties of water. Wednesday, we're talking about water and our planet. And Thursday, water and humans. Why is it important for human beings? So today, we're just doing this first one. So here we go. We're going to take some notes, go through your notes as we go through this. Phase changes. Water is the only compound that exists in all 3 states on planet Earth. So it's liquid, solid, and gas. We see it in solid form. Where do we see it? Maybe you could say in glaciers, ice cubes. Anytime you see ice, snow is solid form. Where do you see ice as a liquid on Earth? Some people say water, oceans, lakes, yep. And where do we see it on gas on Earth? In condensation. Anytime you wake up and the windows are kind of foggy and you could write your name in it, that's condensation. And that's coming from our atmosphere. Well, I guess that's liquid if it's condensation. But it came from the gas. There's gas, water vapor in our atmosphere. All right, so we're going to take these notes. Here we go. We're going to start in the bottom right corner. When water goes from solid to liquid, we call this melting. If you've ever seen Frozen, there's a really cute video of Olaf talking about how he wants to, he wants it to be summer, but he doesn't know that ice melts in the summer. The phase change from liquid to gas is called vaporization. And there's 2 types of vaporization. The first type is evaporation, which is vaporization only at the surface. So if I leave a glass of water out all day in the sun, we'd expect it to evaporate and eventually the water would disappear. It doesn't really disappear, it's just all evaporating. And the second kind of vaporization is boiling. So if you've ever boiled water or watched someone boil water, that's vaporization because it's not just at the surface. There's little bubbles here. So why do those little bubbles form? Use the word vaporization. Your answer should look something like these bubbles form because there's vaporization happening all throughout the liquid. So those bubbles are the water turning to a gas within that liquid and rising to the surface. Okay, so by now you should know the difference between evaporation and boiling. Evaporation, surface only. Boiling is all throughout the liquid. And it's also important to note that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. That's why we like Celsius in science so much, because the numbers are intervals of tens and hundreds, and the temperature in Celsius is set at 100 based on the boiling point of water. So that's the metric system. That's why we like the metric system. All right. When we go from gas to liquid, we call that condensation. You have probably experienced condensation when you see this on your window and you can write on it. That's because the water vapor, when it touches the glass is so cold that the water goes from being a gas to a liquid on your screen there. We're going to do a check for understanding in class. We're going to talk about it. You notice water on the outside of your cold glass of lemonade. You use science knowledge to explain where this water came from. So these little droplets, you may have experienced that before. A lot of people commonly think that, oh, somehow the water is going from the inside of the glass to the outside. That's incorrect. That's not what's happening. What's happening is the water in the atmosphere, when it touches your glass, the glass is so cold that water goes from a vapor to a liquid. So that water is actually coming from the air around you. Super interesting. All right, condensation. We're now going to liquid to solid. Liquid to solid is called freezing. And the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So remember, boiling point is 100, freezing 0. It's a nice, neat scale based on the boiling and freezing points of water. So this is what you should have so far. The next thing we're going to do is go back to Monday's folder. I want you to play around with this PhET simulation. PhET is a website created by the University of Colorado, and they put out a bunch of really cool simulations. So if you click on the first one, we're going to click on water molecules. They look like little Mickey Mouse ears. So when it's solid water, we can cool it until it's solid. Oh, I forgot to tell you, change this to Celsius. So this is solid. I want you to record. We're going to heat it up and record what happens. Notice our temperature. Okay, it's 0 degrees Celsius. So now we're at a liquid stage. Okay, this should be a liquid stage. And then if we were to heat it up past 100 degrees Celsius, we would see it's going to become a gas. And this is what it'll look like when it's a gas. You're going to make some observations. You should observe that as we increase the temperature, the molecules, they move faster. They start to move faster, and they're more spread out. They get more and more spread out. So what we're doing here is increasing thermal energy. As temperature increases, thermal energy also increases. And as thermal energy increases, the molecules of water and any other molecule, they start to spread out and they move faster. That's what it means to increase thermal energy, and that's why we have phase changes. All right, so the last step, can I go back? Let's see, can I go back? Go back. Okay, the last step is to check your understanding. Doing this quizzes, please take your time, and you can do this quizzes as much as you need to. You're welcome to retake it. I don't know why it's not loading, but it should load soon. And you're going to check your understanding. Make sure you write your first and last name in here. Email me if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.